This is a JMB 823. I've had some requests for what's in my gearbox, what type of gearbox I have, and I'm just going to go over what I have and what's in it. It's not a very conventional gearbox. It's just a piano molded storage box that I just got off Amazon. But it keeps things dry when it's raining heavy outside, and I can fit a lot of stuff in it. Let's just start off. Keep my mask in there. It's just a Proto-Axis. I keep my extra lenses in there. Right now I have a mirror lens, I have a high definition lens, and a clear lens. I keep my Empire knee pads. These things are great. Took a while for them to mold in, but right now they're very comfortable. I really like these guys. Moving along, the other pads I keep in here, my Planet Eclipse elbow pads, the Overlords, the 2011s. These are the most comfortable elbow pads I've ever had, and I would highly suggest them. Moving on, for days I really want to run gloves, I have the Planet Eclipse distortion gloves. I don't wear these that much, especially during the summer, just because it's too hot, and I can play just as well with just my bare hands. Moving along, I have extra barrels if I don't want to use the stock Geo barrel. I have the metal free from Stiffy, I have the classic from Stiffy, and I have just a standard 14-inch one-piece CP barrel. All these barrels are really good. It just depends on what I feel like using during the day. The Stiffy Classic is usually what I use if I'm not using the stock barrel, just because it reduces weight and it shoots amazing. Moving along, of course I've got my Geo 2. I keep it in the box, and it's got my tool kit for the Geo with Allen keys, my lube, and all that stuff. But I also like to be a little more prepared than just what comes with the Geo 2. So I keep another box in here. This is kind of my little toolbox. It's got a knife, picks for taking off O-rings, squeegees, Allen keys, Q-tips for cleaning out certain parts of your marker, which is very important in my opinion. Extra lube, little screwdrivers, macro line, a macro line cutter, all sorts of things. Just to, if anything goes wrong, I'm prepared on the field to have it. Alright, moving down the line. Keep my pack in there. It's a Valken Redemption brand pack. Absolutely love this pack. I keep the pods in it just so the plastic molding that keeps the pods easy to get into, it doesn't get crushed and doesn't get flattened, so it's just easy to get in. I also keep extra pods in here, an extra 4 pods. I normally just run 4 pods when I'm playing, because I normally don't go more than a hopper and 4 pods in a game. But if I want to run more, I keep extra 4 pods in here in case something breaks or I want to run more. I keep the die rotor in there. If you've seen my videos before, it's the the hopper that I use the most, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I love this thing. But like all technology, sometimes things just don't work, so if something besides the batteries go on this, I have 2 extra ones in my gearbox, just in case. Both are invert 2 hoppers, both have speed feeds. One has the Exalt speed feed, and the other one has the Virtue Crown soft speed feed. Both are really good backups. I just like to be prepared in case something goes wrong. Also, very important, I keep a ton of swabs, and just because if something breaks in my barrel, I want to be able to switch it. And once you use your swab, you don't want to use the same one again, because it's just going to leave that same streak in your barrel that you wanted to get rid of in the first place. So I have a bunch of those in my gearbox just so I can use one and throw it away, and then have a bunch more that are clean and ready to be used. Okay, tanks I keep in here are I keep all my tanks in here, even though I probably will never use them all if something goes wrong. I keep my 68 tank, which I use normally. That's a Ninja 6845. I also keep a Ninja 90 cubic inch if I'm playing like scenario long games, because the GO2 is an air hog, so I use that one. I also keep, my first tank that I had was a PMI 3000 68 tank, which is a kind of like last resort, but I keep it in here anyway. And just a standard 50 cubic inch 4500 Ninja tank. Barely use this guy, but it's good for smaller players. So if I have someone that comes with me and they want to use a smaller tank than what they have, I'll let them borrow it. Oh, very important is I keep my microfibers in here for cleaning my goggles. Just because if you get hit in the mask, you want to clean it off. You don't want it smoking. You want to be able to see. I have two Hater microfibers and a Virtue microfiber. Virtue one I like a little bit more just because it's got a thicker backing, so you can just wipe off the main residue and polish it out with the other side. Let's see. I keep my headband in there, just rolled up, and extra barrel sock, as well as extra barrel socks that are in the box. And probably just as important is I keep a bunch of just white cloths to clean off stuff off of my gun, off of my clothes, anything where I just want to get rid of the extra paint that's been all over me. Last but not least is going back to my old tactical days. I have a tactical vest and a tactical pack in the bottom here. One's a Valken, like $30 one, and the other one is a RAP4 Strike Force vest. And I keep my remote line in here as well, just in case if I ever want to go play tactical as well. Because I'll usually have my Phenom in the car, which is separate from my gearbox because I don't use it that often. It's just there for a backup. I hope I helped you with the basics of my gearbox. I'm kind of one of those people that likes to be prepared for everything, because I've had problems where everything's gone wrong, and I wish I had like my backup instead of leaving it at my house or something like that. But that's one of the reasons why I like this box, because I can lock it up tight and I keep the key on me, so no, it's going to be very hard for someone to steal this big box and just go and grab something and then just run off. Alright, you two, have a good day.